But I personally don't like to watch spoiler videos. You know, there are like, I don't want to even go to YouTube when I want to watch the series, guys. I don't know about that. Like, some people are making like this spoiler videos, you know, they tell you what is going to happen in the second episode, what is going to happen in the third episode. I don't like this kind of stuff. I don't know about you, but I'm not a curious person. I want to be surprised. When you know what's going to happen, then you will not be surprised when it's going to happen. Like, also, it happened also in Game of Thrones. There were many people who were trying to make this spoiler videos. This is gonna happen in the next episode. Yeah, shut up. I don't care. I want to see that with my own eyes. We have the Engma player, Maru, against the Red Goblin player, Mr. Smoke on the right side. I don't like spoilers. I don't like anybody who spoilers stuff, especially about the upcoming series, about the upcoming episode, because that's just like disrespectful towards the work of the actors, in my opinion. Goblin Cave in Hall of the Kingsmen. They have new content, they don't need to recycle anymore. Yeah. If you've seen the animated Lord of the Rings films from the 1970s, they are so bad. I didn't watch it. Maru for the first spot. Yeah, Maru, it doesn't... This is not a challenge, by the way, guys. Because Maru isn't in a position in which you can challenge Mr. Smog. You can only challenge people up to 3 spots above you. So Maru, first of all, needs to challenge at least Urbi or Have to be able to challenge Smokey after that one. And he needs to challenge and win, obviously. I mean, the most interesting part is how they get to their conclusions is a way to learn things about the lore in getting involved. Yeah, I don't mind about lore, like when they are talking about, for example, things you don't know about Gandalf, for example, right? So they give you information about the lore itself, what happened actually in the books in compared to the films. I can understand that, but I don't like when it's spoiler, you know, when it has like spoiler involved and tells you what's gonna happen in the series 1 episode later. I don't want to know that, because I will get the chance in a couple of days to see it with my eyes anyway. And I swear to you, like guys, I'm not even kidding, I was watching a Turkish series after a really long time, you know, and I couldn't go to Instagram anymore. Everywhere spoilers about the upcoming 5 episodes. This guy is gonna leave the series, this is gonna happen, this guy's gonna die in the upcoming series. I don't want to know that, bro. Oh, goblins, Traummaster. Hey, do you need to turn and fight? Oh, he's poisoned. He's gonna die. Yes, sir. He's dead. Oh, that hurts. Is this Champions League match? No, Erasha. We had a Champions League match before. This is gonna be like a free FFG game, just for fun. No, they can't. I mean, Maru cannot challenge Smokey yet. He's gonna challenge Urbi or Fairy, but they can't play today. They will be playing hopefully tomorrow. So Urbi, I mean, I think Urbi is gonna be around tomorrow evening, so we will get the chance to finally see Urbi's first match in the Champions League. He was busy during this week, and because Maru is not able to challenge Mr. Smog, since there is too much difference in terms of ranking, and you can only challenge people if they are 3 spots above you, but I believe Smog is like 5 spots above Maru. That's gonna be like a normal game. Are you watching the Ottoman series? No, my wife was, I don't even know the name anymore. My wife was kind of forcing me to watch the series, and we were watching it together in Wednesday evenings or something. And then every time I went to Instagram, there were everywhere spoilers. Which series? Oh, it's been a long time. Oh man, what was the name of the series again? I don't remember anymore, guys. Like, it was completely, I don't understand. Like, guys, I mean, they are not bad actors. I believe Turkish actors are really great, but I feel really bad for them, you know. I really feel bad for them. The reason why I'm feeling bad for them is, well, how can a series be as long as a film, dude? Like, you want to watch a Turkish series, all your evening is gone, bro. Like, it starts at 8 and it ends like at 11. 3 hours. How? Every week. How can you do that? It's so boring. And trust me, from this 3 hours, only 30 minutes some action is happening, you know? Huge army of Engmar is moving forward. 2 power points collected. And Ingmar has Warchan available for this attack. So Maru is gonna have definitely the advantage because Warchan from Smok is on cooldown. They are so long, yeah, exactly. They are so long. For some reason, I don't want to be surprised by the Lord of the Rings series. I never want to see him at all. The fact that it will be a pile of shit is predetermined. No one will be here today and wants to make a good story. They just want to make money, and that's, yeah, exactly. Let's be honest, that's the main reason why they are doing stuff anyway. Everybody is doing it for money. And when, you know, the statement about that's gonna be the most expensive series of all time is literally a statement about this better pays off, you know. And if this is not gonna pay off, they will not make a second not episode but season. like watching the Lord of the Rings every week, yeah, but you can do that. Lord of the Rings is not compromised, you know, and extended. Lord of the Rings is a great film. The other one is a series, you know, and how can a series be as long as a film every week? Okay, so we have Goblin Cave Spider Pit level 2 for the Spider Riders, and now he's building up the fissure. That's the red Goblin player, Mr. Smok. Ingmar is trying to fight this, but beautiful trample is incoming from the Spider Riders. The pikeman kind of got knocked down. It's very lucky. Sometimes you have like a gamble situation. It's like a coin flip when you trample down the enemy pikeman. Sometimes you take lots of damage to get one-shotted, but sometimes you are lucky and knock them down without receiving any damage in return. Looks like the Goblin player is spamming Spider Riders all the time. Fissure now for a half-troll Swordsman eventually, but also you will get the chance from a level 2 building to recruit the Cave Trolls. Half-troll Swordsman first. Ingmar has a level 1 Hall of the Kingsman and a level 3 Hall of the Kingsman for the Dark Rangers. Now it's important to keep those Rangers alive and protected. And by the way, the Hill Trolls, I believe they are the best pikemen in the entire game. They are so incredibly tanky while they are dealing so incredible amount of damage. So basically, I have seen it one single time. If you get the heavy armor purchase on the Hill Trolls, they will become literally immortals. They are so beefy and extremely tanky. They can, you know, kind of take down every building in like 2 seconds while sitting there and absorbing damage for days and days and days and days. I'm so thirsty for more Lord of the Rings content. Yeah, the same. But the thing is, I would rather have no Lord of the Rings content, additional Lord of the Rings content, other than having shit content, you know. Hopefully it's gonna be nice. Hopefully it's gonna be worth it for them to invest that much time. I don't want to be negative about anything. I am always kind of open-minded person, so when it's gonna be nice, I will watch it gladly. I would be super happy about it. But when it's gonna be bad, I will just not watch it, because I don't want them to destroy my impression about Lord of the Rings. Even in 50 years from now, if I'm gonna be alive, I want to remember about, I want to remind myself about Lord of the Rings. I want to say, hey, Lord of the Rings trilogy was the greatest trilogy of all time. So I don't allow anybody, not Amazon, not anybody else, to destroy my impression about Lord of the Rings. You know, like they did, for example, with Matrix. I was watching the Matrix film, the new one, a week ago. Holy, I was disappointed, guys. And now I will not have the same impression about Matrix anymore like I did before I was watching the film. You know, so disappointment. Go, spiders, go! Wait for it. Yeah, also the Game of Thrones last episode. Imagine if this would be not a flop. Imagine if it would be great, and now in 2022 and even in 2032, we would be remembering about the series and would say, oh, that's one of the greatest series of all time. But now every time you think about it, you will always be remembered about the flop last season, you know? And the flop ending about it. Spider Allies will be special summon from the Goblin player. He's actually committing now. The level 1 mill is going to be bursted down. Can he defend this with one ranger only? These pikemen are kind of getting melted, even by the Spider Riders. They are so vulnerable, and I believe the Ingmar player has to finally make a transition into something stronger. The half-troll Swordsmen are diving in. They are tanky, they are beefy, and when they get the chance to be in a melee fight like that against your rangers, they will murder them. Charge attack is now available, will be used. to engage and to surround the Rangers. Now they are clumped. Now they can't even move away anymore from the half-throw swordsman, and that's 500 resources going downhill just like that. The spiders, they will be competing against level 2 mill. Goblins are shining bright like a diamond in this game. 825 for goblins and 500 command points only for Ingmar. Another level 2 mill is going to be found by the spider links from the spider summon, and they will also be able to take it down. He might go for the snowbind to eventually save this one. I think it's going to be worth it, and he will definitely do that. Use it now. It's a little bit too late, but it's fine. The time remaining is going down. You don't need to you don't want to waste your time. Just comment on this one in the meantime. But he will be able to save it for now, but that was costing him 5 power points. So it's a win-win situation anyway. This is kind of very defensive choice from Ingmar, right? So snowbind is not the best thing in the world if you have to choose it, because it's going to delay your 10 power point now from the spellbook. Creeping, he's not paying attention. The goblins might be able to steal the money if they come fast enough. No, the Ingmar is going to be able to secure the money, but the fight is going to be still won by the Ingmar player. Half-throw swordmen, they have no problem or no struggle against those pikemen in the extrovers. 7 power points collected, lots of goblins on the field. Again, we have in total 2 goblin caves. Armory is coming up now for the goblin player as well. You need to get the armory to level 3 to be able to purchase the scavenge armor, the heavy armor from the goblin faction. And half-throw swordmen with heavy armor, they will also become quite beefy and extremely tanky. Season 8, Game of Thrones has one of the worst writing I've ever seen. Yeah, but again, all the other seasons are good. And that's what I'm talking about. People, they always tend to remember the bad things, you know? We don't, that's how we build life. That's how people are designed. Majority of people. There are some exceptions, but the majority of people, when there is like 10 seasons a series and 9 of the seasons was actually great, only the last season was awful. When they talk about it, they will always complain about the one season and never say, yeah, but the other seasons were good, you know, because we always like to focus on negative things. And that's, I'm also like that. That's why I don't want the Lord of the Rings series to ruin my impression about the Lord of the Rings trilogy. How's your injury? Injury is good, Patriot. It's healed up pretty much. You know, I can walk again without having to rely on my third leg. So I can walk now on my 2 original legs, and my third leg can now finally be used for some other activity, which is really good, because my wife was already kind of complaining about it a little bit. Shanks, have you seen The Hobbit? Yes, sir. Of course, I've seen The Hobbit. And nice to see you in the chat, Patriot. Ingmar is actually surrounded, boys. And despite the riders, I cannot believe it. They actually paid off every single penny. The mill is gonna be taken down. Orc summon is available, yes, but everything what he has to be literally used for defensive purposes. He cannot use anything for offense. It wasn't that serious, no. I mean, nothing broke, right? So basically, time. I'm a person, I don't like to take medicine either, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm feeling sick, I want to recover over time, like it was 1,000 years ago, you know. But nowadays, people, they always are ready to take some medicine. They have headache, hey, let me take some medicine. They have problems in the bed, hey, let me take some blue pills. You know what I'm saying? Just let it heal and wait a little bit, you know. People are so impatient nowadays. And everything you take, every medicine you take has also, it's not always healthy, you know what I'm saying? Oh, what is going on here? No. Juicy trample. Oh, okay. But a long shot doesn't hurt them, by the way. Orc summon, he's gonna use long shot, kill a couple of spies. But look at the commitment just to save these 2 rangers. I think they were trying to beat him. I mean, Maro was trying to beat the goblin player, but he was investing now 10 and 5 power points for that summon. And during all this time, he's losing stuff. And again, Mr. Smoke himself is completely untouched. Yeah, the thing is, they always, guys, come on now. In the world we are living in, everything evolves and turns around money. Why you think they would make a Matrix 4? What is the reason for that? Because they care about the community, they care about the Matrix fans? Hell no, brother. They want to just milk a little bit more. You know, the milk the co, even if the co is dead. Doesn't matter. You can always milk it out a little bit. That's the reason why they made a new Bad Boys film. Bad Boys, I used to watch it a lot with, you know, with Will Smith back in the day. And the new one is horrible, right? Sometimes it's better to just let it be, you know, let it be. And don't ruin people's impressions. Oh man, Ingmar is surrounded. He has a catapult expansion around the fortress, but cash, yeah, true. I mean, it's all about money. Why you think nobody is kind of trying to make a new RTS game, you know? Because making mobile games is cheaper, easier, and more profitable. So you make more money off it. Oh my, Spider Riders with forged plates. He looks so funny with the forged plates, right? Big commitment, nice surrounding, clumping. Snowbind will be able to save it for now. 6000 HP, but it's not tanky enough. Half-Troll Swordman with the forged plates. So tanky, it's so strong. It's only level 2, but level 3 is incoming now for the Scavenge Armor, and yeah. If you keep watching it, yeah. But eventually they will lose their audience, right? So basically there are many, I think in the world they are living in, there are still millions of people who are interested in Lord of the Rings content. Like there are, I mean, we are fans. I believe there are even freaks about Lord of the Rings, you know what I'm saying? And the worst thing that you can do is to lose your audience, lose your fans. Because fans can be also kind of, you know, angry. They don't need to be always sportive. 350 command points only. Ingmar is struggling a lot. Ingmar is surrounded. Goblins 1000 command points for Smog. That's the Smog we like to see from 2019, 2020. And that's the reason why he was able to win the previous 2 world championships. Smokey is definitely the most, you know, like, favorite player in the upcoming tournament. There is money on the ground. Are there some more after this one? I don't know, Patriot. We have seen a best of 5 series between Mustafa and Maru. It was great. It went all the way up to the game number 5. And now we have like a couple of fun games between Smoky and Maru. That's the first game, but we shall see. The top 3 Rise of the Witch King players, in my opinion, it's hard to see that. Really, it's really hard to see that. I mean, in the Champions League, and from my personal experience from the games I was able to see so far in the past 2.5-3 years, I would say Smoky, Sauron, and Irby. I think Irby is also very underrated because he doesn't play as much as he used to play in the past, but he is very underrated. Trust me, Irby is definitely a very good player. Do you know Haldir from Lothlorien? Yes, sir. Haldir from Lothlorien. Haldir! Guys, I used to have a username back in the day when EA servers were up on the field, you know? The EA servers before they got shut down. I used it, my username in the game was actually Haldir. But not like this Haldir. Look, I can't even type. Not this Haldir. It was like something like this. Look, I remember my name, how it was right like this. Haldir. This was my username. And the reason why this username, you might be wondering, is because I was trying to create a Überhoster name. And maybe you don't know what it means, but the OG players from BFME games know what I'm talking about. Überhoster name was the most important thing in the Battle for Middle-earth scene. Because it was kind of determined based on your name if you either gonna be host or off host in a game. And you know, guys, the host advantage in Battle for Middle-earth games was always huge. Even back in the server time. It has nothing to do with game ranger, trust me on that one. The host advantage, if somebody would host the game, he would have a huge advantage in the game. That's why everybody was kind of buying the CDs over and over and over again to get the chance to create multiple usernames and hope for the best that they might create a username which ends up hosting every single game they are playing. And my name, Haldir, was actually a Überhoster name. And all of a sudden, I was always top 50. I went all the way to the top 8 back in the day in Battle for Middle-earth 1. Only because I used to beat people who I lost always against, just because I was the host player. That's how important this was. The mountain giants now, half-troll swordman, dude, that looks sexy, man. Look at this, Azog, the leader of the half-troll swordman with forged blades, heavy armor, spider riders, mountain giants. This army is worthy of goblins for sure. EA games were so genius, true. They made so much money off me. Dude, then we moved out, guys. I had the copy, the CD, the disc of Battle for Middle-earth 1 eventually 50 times. I'm not even kidding. No, like not 50, maybe 20 times. I owned the CD 20 times. I don't know where they are. I only was able to find one of them. But I bought the same game 20 times to be able to finally create a Überhoster name. The Watcher summon is available. The Watcher will be summoned. Boom! On your face, son. Let's go. Slap, slap, slap. The Watcher, the Kraken of Middle-earth, and the siege continues with 3 giants. They are Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying? LeBron James or Michael Jordan, guys. Who you think is better? Let me know. 4 giants. Oh my, look at their bat. They are so much better than ants. They are attacking like at the same time, like one ant would need to attack 1 time. These giants are attacking like 3 times. Imagine how much money they got. Is host based on name, not strength of network? No, it's based on name. It was based on name in EA games. I didn't have any other connection or something, you know. You had to create a name, and I mean, there was like luck situation. Sometimes you was lucky and you got a Überhoster name right off the bat, but sometimes you needed to buy like 20 CDs. And if you wanted to climb to the top 1 spot, and I like competition myself, and every time, I mean, I'm still having contact with my mom, obviously. She still knows that I'm playing the game, and she's like, you are so obsessed with this stupid game. You can't get enough from it. You play it since 20 years. What's wrong with you? She's still mad at me, you know, because every time she's asking what are you playing, I'm saying Battle for Middle-earth, you know, and she knows the name now. She knows exactly what I'm doing all the time. 2 tunnels into the Goblin Cave, 2 meals coming up for Engmar. No responsibilities. Yeah, you are playing all evening long, you know. That's why I'm not able to stream every day, because if I stream every day, guys, oh, my mom would kill me, dude. Von Arid, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Means a lot to me, thanks. And Sushi Smells, true, Sushi Smells indeed, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. We have an economical opening for Engmar player Maru, 4 meals coming up. On the other side we see Tunnel, Goblin Cave. Well, now that I've heard that story about you rebuying the game a bunch of times to get the right I can't understand her, yeah, true. But she didn't know that. I mean, she doesn't know that I was buying the game. She was always expecting me to eat something with the money she was giving to me, you know what I'm saying? When I would ask her for permission, and I would say, Mom, I need 15 euro to buy the game. Hell no, brother, no chance. No chance. She would never allow that. And it's, you know, I'm 31 years old, I'm dead now myself, but one thing you cannot deny, regardless how old you are always the son of somebody, right? So as long as your parents are alive, you are always gonna be their little kid. So they will always talk to you like they did when you was 15, 16 years old. At least in Turkish families, it's like that. For my mom, I'm still her little son, you know? Even though I'm 31, my second child is on the way, it doesn't matter anything for her. She still thinks she can control me and tell me what to do, you know? We have double Hall of the Kingsman coming up. On the other side, we see double Goblin Cave coming up for the Goblin player. So early on, we will see Gundaber action against the little Shanks, yeah. Gundaber action against the Goblin spam. If you're a parent, do you still have time for gaming? Yeah, look, for me, it's like a special agreement I made with my wife, you know? So I play, like, I can stream basically 3 to 4 times a week. One day 3 times and one day 4 times. Other than that, like Saturday, for example, Saturday is a family day. You will barely see me streaming at Saturday because Saturday is supposed to be a family day. But Sunday I said, hey, you know, I made like a special agreement, like a, you know, like the contract, you know, when you are marrying, you can make like a special contract. In the contract, it's saying Sunday is BFME day. You know what I'm saying? That's why the title is also including Sunday is BFME day. Since your stream is healed up now, will you continue stream every day? Nah, I can't stream every day, my friends. I wish I could do that, but I cannot. But every day I'm not streaming. Velenorion, my friend Velenorion is gonna stream. So guys, he's a great dude from US with his ASMR voice. It's gonna be a little bit of a different stuff than listening to my crazy hype voice. When you wanna calm, when you wanna chill, when you wanna enjoy your cup of tea in the evening, Velenorion is your man. ASMR. Beautiful trample, perfect timing, but the mill has been taken on anyway. That's fine though. I mean, he had like 40 mil start, so it's not a big deal if you lose it. And look at the economical start, but leads the Ingmar army to build double Hall of the Kingsman in one Wolf Den. What is your normal job? I am a sales manager. So I'm responsible for a region in Germany and kind of managing the sales from the company in this region where I'm responsible at. Which means I have like 2 days home office. And because of the pandemic, it was like more home office lately. I don't have an office, right? Because the company is so far away from me. I always manage all the stuff, but I have to manage from home. And I try to do it as soon as possible, so it doesn't take me 8 hours. You know, it takes me like 3-4 hours. Then I can do videos for BFME. That's my hobby. You know what I'm saying? I look, guys. Some people, they want to go out, chill out with their friends. You know what I'm saying? They want to go to the bar, to the club. They want to go drink alcohol and do this, do that. I don't like this kind of stuff. I'm more like a person. I'm happy at home. I'm happy because I got to talk with people who are just like me, have the same passion about BFME games, just like I do. I want to share time with you guys. That's what I enjoy in my life. So I believe it's okay, you know. So if you are one of the guys who wanna go to the club every Saturday and drink a lot, try to land on girls with your lot of drink jokes, then it's fine too. But I'm not like that. So instead of my wife is happy about that, you know, because she's always saying, okay, you might not be here for 3-4 hours when you're streaming, but at least I know where you are. You know, it's okay. It's not a big deal. Hi Shanks, how are you? To keep on personal questions, what is to you sell if it's too much asking? I mean, we are selling building construction materials. So basically for you know, for like bathrooms and floors and stuff like this. Tiles, if this makes sense for you. So basically tile glues. So glues to for the tiles. It's hard for me to explain though. I'm not a developer. I wish I mean, my mom wanted me to get a developer all the time. She actually sent me even to the school to learn some IT stuff, but I'm not talented in this kind of stuff, you know. My strength is communication. Like, I like to communicate with people, and in my job I also communicate with lots of different bunch of people every single day, and I like that. I like to work with humans, you know. I like to work with people. I'm not a person, I cannot sit in the office 8 hours a day and do PC stuff. That's not my strength. I have high respect to people who can do that, but that's not me, you know what I'm saying? I need to go out, you know. I need to meet people, talk to people, work with people in personal contact way, rather than spending a lot of time like working on a PC for 8 hours a day. It's like, I can't. Just kill me. That would be easier for me, you know what I'm saying? Always thought you were selling trucks. Yeah, selling trucks, hitting like a truck. That's like the motto of the company. The troll has been Felwinded, and Felwind, crazy Felwind. Nice one, nice catch on the cave troll. I'm a software developer and I still talk to people a lot of each day. Yeah, but again, I think you can eventually have talent in developing stuff. I don't. There's a difference. DJ K, nice to see you in the chat, brother. Welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing today? Thanks for tuning in. This truck is hitting like a truck. Very true. Learn coding. Okay, so oh my, why? Sorry, man. The Patreon is angry now. Learn coding! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Yeah, I mean, I like the game, you know, I like the game a lot. I mean, it's my childhood. It remembers me to the innocent time we had when we were young. You know what I don't want to say, I don't want to sound like I'm old now. I'm 31. I still feel extremely young. By the way, it's about your brain, about your attitude, about your character, about how old you feel like. I know I met some people who are 22 and they are worse than 50 years old people. They are kind of old in their brain, you know, in their attitude. I think it's about how you see the things. I'm not stressed out that much, you know what I'm saying? I try to focus on good things in the world and try to be happy with small things. That's what I was talking about earlier today as well. I think we need to kind of learn how to be happy, because you can always have more, right? You can always have more money, you can always be more handsome, you can always have more girls, but there is no limit to that. I believe we kind of need to find a way to kind of be satisfied with what we got, you know? That doesn't mean that we shouldn't have goals to have more, but it should be realistic goals which you can achieve and still be happy when you finally get that done. Like, I don't like people, or I don't understand people who have like really hard goals, you know what I'm saying? They want to jump from 0 to 100 in like one single step. That's not gonna work out most of the time, so you will be unhappy and unsatisfied most of the time. I think we gotta focus on becoming a bit more happy and respecting and loving each other regardless of the nation, of religion. And I think that's the best thing about streaming for me, because this way I get to know people from all around the world. I could never do anywhere else. That's the best part about streaming. That's the best part about Twitch. Because trust me, I think in Germany there are not as many people as passionate about Battle for Middle-earth games as I am, and that's why I'm so glad. Even though my accent might annoy you, my word and vocabulary is not as powerful as I wish it would be, but as long as we can understand each other, it's all fine. True happiness comes from inside. Yes, sir. Very true. It's about your mindset, you know? It's about the way you want to see things. Because if you want to make yourself unhappy, you might find 1,000 reasons to do that. But if you want to make yourself feel happy, one reason is enough. I used to be a desperate person, you know what I'm saying? Depressive person. When I was like 17, 18 years old, I used to be a depressive person. But then I was working in a hospital at weekends for handicapped people, guys. You know, basically people who had like an accident with cars and they are handicapped. They can't do stuff anymore for themselves. You know, they cannot take a bath, they cannot eat themselves. They are kind of handicapped. And I met somebody who was at my age, like he was like 2-3 years older than me. And I asked him, were you always like that? And he said, no, I had like an accident with car 2 years ago. And I was complaining all the time, you know. He was laughing about my complainings, about my life, about how unfair the world is, you know. And he was laughing. I said, why are you laughing? He said, yeah, because healthy people, he said, they have 1,000 wishes. But unhealthy people, sick people, they have only one wish: to become healthy again, you know. And this actually made me think about my entire life once again. And since this day, I'm being grateful for my family, for what I have. I'm healthy. I'm able to not starving, you know what I'm saying? Always meat back on the menu, boys, you know what I'm saying? That's all this stuff, but it's important. Everything else is optional. Gora'yı, yeah, Gora'yı izledim ya. One of the best Turkish movies in the world. Really hard goals, like being a billionaire or balanced Goblin versus Mordor matchup. I think being a billionaire is more realistic, Kappa Kipo. Tunnel level 2 is gonna be found and also taken down very soon. We have lots of action around this end. Wolf Riders in position. The tunnel is definitely going down to the Master units. This game is looking much greater for Engma than the previous game. We have 625 for Engma and 675 for Goblins, yes, but I believe this is not looking too bad for Engma, as long as you can find a solution to deal with the trolls, with the one troll now, because the other one was running into the pikeman.
They will submit.
Dude, I am horrible flirter. I can't flirt with women. I was always, you know, like I'm a confident person, really. Like, it's not about my confidence or something. Like in my job also, I need to make presentations in front of 100 people in real life, you know. But when it comes to back in the day, I don't need to do that anymore because I'm married. But back in the day, when it comes to talk with girls, I was so shy, you know. I wish I wouldn't be that shy. I would be getting the chance to hit more girls like a truck, if you know what I'm saying. Guys, dude, I have crazy stories now because, you know, when we moved to Germany, we were poor as, like, really, guys. We didn't have anything. In 2022, 2003, 2004, when we moved to Germany, we had nothing. So my mom was working alone. She was having a really low payment. And basically, when I had girlfriends and they wanted to go to the cinema, I couldn't afford to pay for them. You know what I'm saying? And I was feeling so horrible about it. You know, imagine a girl is asking you, hey, what about going to cinema together? And you cannot say, yeah, let's do it. Because you know, hey, you have only money eventually for popcorn and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So I was so lucky because my girlfriends, all of them back in the day, were so rich. You know, they were so rich. They were always inviting me and paying for me, you know. My friends were so jealous, you know. So jealous. You are like, oh, you are so lucky, Shay. Oh, you are so lucky. I didn't need to spend a money. Guys, I didn't spend any money when I was young, really. I had always girlfriends. They were always doing everything for me, you know. Cooking for me, washing for me. I'm such a lucky person in life. I gotta be honest, I'm so happy because I get never to wash stuff and to cook stuff. Really never, dude. I'm 31 years old. When I would be left alone tomorrow, I would be starving to death. I am zero talented when it comes to make food. So I would be either starving to death or I would be forced to eat McDonald's and fast food every single day. I don't even know how the fridge works. I have zero information about that because until I was married, it was either my mom or my girlfriends who took care of me, you know. And after I married, it was my wife. We have Sheila, by the way. Sheila, and she was using the webbing. Spider-Woman. Do you know Turkish guys are very sexual for European girls? I think so, yeah. I mean, I don't know if this is a majority thing, but I didn't have trouble being liked by women. Because in Germany, it's the other way around. In Turkey, for example, seeing a blonde guy with blue eyes is some exception, right? It's very rare. In Germany, however, most people are blonde. Most people have blue or green eyes. And when you come here with like black hairs, black beard, and you are like a brown sugar, you know what I'm saying? I'm brown sugar, that's what people used to call me, by the way, you know what I'm saying? And then you have an easy time landing on girls. I had an easy time, personally. Girlfriend cooking for you? Yeah, man. Look at this webbing, dude. Oh my goodness. What is this webbing size? Spider-Woman. I knew you were a gigolo. No, I wasn't. I was a gentleman always, you know? Always gentleman. I always threatened the girl with respect. That means that's why I got not hated by any girl. Even after we broke up or something, we still were friends, you know? What do you think about Polish people in Germany? I think they are great people. Like, the question is about Polish people. I didn't meet enough Polish people to have like an opinion about every single one of them. I would never say Polish people are like that or like this, you know, because I have a good Polish friends in real life, you know, two good Polish friends in online life. I have Beastie Polako, for example, is a very good Polish guy. Dimek is a very good Polish guy. I haven't had any bad experience with any nation. One of my best friends is Russian too. Super nice guy. Reliable person, like I said. You know, when he says, I'm gonna do that, he's gonna do that. You can count on him, you know what I'm saying? Like, reliable person. Shilov level 3. And we have now Waldor finally on the field, but he's only level 1. I believe Shilov can eat him alive. Never seen this web thing? Yeah, like, look at the cooldown though. It's crazy, Benzi. It's reloading quite fast. And what it does, by the way, it actually lowers their movement speed and their rate of attack. I believe there's like an attack speed debuff, which can be extremely helpful against archers. And also, I believe they buffed Shilop. Now Shilop has like 50% dodge rate. Roadwalker, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Greetings from Poland, hey man, greetings back. Brown sugar with hairy chest, hell yeah, brother. But you know, I was always having I didn't feel confident, you know, when I had like, because my chest, holy moly guys, there are more hairs than some people have on their head, guys, I'm telling you. But there is also one good thing about that, you know, in winter, hey guys, you are good, you know, you are good. Summertime can be a bit rough because you are sweating like crazy, but in winter it's like a jacket. The tunnel is gonna be taken down. Shelob can slow down and catch cavalry. Very true. Yeah, she's a great anti-cavalry unit. You don't need a jacket. Yeah, true. I made a mistake and kind of shaved them one single time with the same shave I used to shave my face. It was a big mistake because then from every hole in which only one hair was coming out, all of a sudden 3 hairs coming out. That's a mistake, man. The tunnel is gonna be found, eventually taken down, but Shelob is here. Kill the Trollmaster and you are good. Protect the level 2 tunnel. She's getting actually a lot of experience. Boom. She actually hits like a truck too. Like, she's tanky, dude. She has almost 6k HP and 324 melee damage. She one-shots everything she's touching. But in the meantime, Ingmar has 800... What? 20 power point collected. He has enough for the mountain giant summon. He has also Wartron available, Snowbind available, Felwind available, and Orc Summon available. Giants will be unlocked now from the Spellbook of Ingmar. And Giant against Giant. He has the armor upgrade on the fortress. You see the webs around the Goblin fortress, which means it's, you know, tankier. Giant Summon will be now used. The Goblin player, Smoky, has to now commit and take down those Giants. The Watcho and the Giants and flank. They are only knocked down, disabled, but that's gonna buy, if nothing else, a lot of time because he killed all the surrounding units and the Watcher keeps knocking them down and it looks so hilarious when they are actually getting disabled like that. And the Giant, what is this web? It feels like it's on top of the Giant. Look at this, you see this scan? It's like a graphical bug, I believe. Because the web, it feels like it's not on the ground, guys. That's the ground, right? And the web is like flying in mid-air. The Watcher is gonna be gone now. One of the Giants has been taken down. It's like a 15 power point to counter the another 15 power point. And I believe the Goblin player will come ahead. Tunnel is available, which can also deal a lot of damage, by the way. When you summon it and when you tunnel, for example, here, and there is a Goblin army here, or Ingmar army, it will deal so much damage like an undermine, pretty much, right? And 9 power points collected after the Giant summon, 2 power points collected after the Watcher summon. How would you deal with if your girlfriend went to study abroad for 6 months? I would be okay with that. You know, like for me, I don't want to have influence in people's life, personal life, you know? Because the thing is, when it's your girlfriend, not your wife, and I mean, now it's a different story because it's my wife and she's the mother of my child, the second child is on the way. But if it's your girlfriend, and she want to study something, she want to educate herself, it's her right to do that, right? It's like, you gotta let her do that. I think it's very important. Everybody has like a personal life, and nobody has the right to influence your life directly. You know, they can be a part of your life, but they shouldn't be your life. Because what happens if something happens to you? What happens if you break up? Then she did that, she did not go to the study because of you. Then 5 months later you break up and she has nothing. 1000 command points for Ingmar and 650 for goblins. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Okay. I have more hair on my back than... Yeah, it's about genetics, dude. Some genetics, like... My grandpa is also no hair, you know. Some things we can't influence. Yeah, I have a lot of hairs on my, but only on my chest, not on my back. I have on my back 0 hairs. So basically my arms, my legs, and my chest. Tilidine, 98, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Welcome, hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. Orc Summon, level 2 tunnel is gonna be definitely taken down, and goblins are dropping down to 575 command points. This is definitely not looking good for goblins, and that's what I'm talking about, by the way. The skilling from Ingmar in compared to the goblin faction into mid to late game is kind of difficult. Cheers, man. I'm 21 and going bald. I used to have amazing hair when I was 16. Yeah, I mean, it's about genetics, you know. It's about genetics. Like when your dad and your, you know, uncle has like low hair, and you are unlucky that you kind of get the genetics from your dad and not from your mom, it's tough. But nowadays it's not a problem. Like nowadays, if you want to have hair, dude, there are so many solutions to implement new hairs into your head. That's something which shouldn't bother you that much. Like, trust me, you are not the only one with the problem. There are like millions of men with the same problem. Karch is recovering. Karch is a good hero against goblin spam because of the chill soul, which actually will damage the enemy units over time. It's like a poison dot damage, which happens every second and deals low damage, but against low health unit like goblin warriors, it's effective. If your mom is bald, then you are already in trouble. Yeah, I mean, what can you do, man? Like, I think there is like too much complaining about that, and I believe that's about the TV shows and about the social media impact in our lives. Because every time you go on social media, you will always see happy people, like beautiful people, right? Every guy is handsome, has six-pack, has the perfect body, has beautiful looking hair, and you are like, why am I looking like that? But trust me, because the other guys are hiding, they don't show themselves. There are millions of people like bald, for example, right? Fat people everywhere. But because in the TV shows, you always see the most beautiful people in the world, right? Like in Victoria's Secret, every girl you see has 0% fat in their body, you know? Tall, perfect body shape, you know? But trust me, that's like a tiny percentage of the humans. For example, me, for myself, I used to always think that America, you know, the USA, has the most beautiful woman in the world, guys. I swear to you. When I was a kid, I was always thinking like that. I was like, I want to go to US. I want to have this beautiful woman, you know what I'm saying? And a good friend of mine went to US and to New York City. You know what he told me after he came back? He told me that 9 out of 10 women he saw on the streets, and he saw thousands of, you know, people. He was there for like 2 weeks. But he told me that 9 out of 10 women he saw on the street are overweight. Like 100 kilogram plus, you know. But you only see the 1%, you know what I'm saying? The 1% in the TV shows. Oh, he's going for the dragon nest. Is he actually gonna go for the big boy? Does he have money for that? I don't know, man. He has no scavenger either, so I don't think he has enough money to go for the dragon. 1500 you need to invest for the fire drake. Eastern Europe has the best woman. I think every country has some great women and also good looking guys, you know what I'm saying? But every country has also not very good looking guys and not very good looking women. But I think the definition of good looking isn't the same for everybody. For me personally, for example, it's my personal opinion, I don't like these girls on Victoria's Secret. Dude, they are so tiny, skinny, you know what I'm saying? If I would hit them like a truck, they would literally die. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be so careful to not break their hands or legs when you wanna make love with them. It's like so skinny. I don't personally like that, you know? Ingmar is everywhere. Let's now raise the question of Dwarven women. Karch is level 4. I believe they don't kind of show the fear resistance, which I believe could be shown in this Palantir, to be honest with you, because he has place in the Palantir. There is no reason to not show it, because if somebody downloads the game for the first time, he doesn't know that Karch is giving you passively fear resistant. So giving more information here would be nice, you know, because he has like 2 empty spots in the Palantir. So you can add like one here, for example, and say grants fear resistant to nearby allied units or something. Okay, Morgami is on the field, level 4. You are a scary 3-leg monster, yeah. So you gotta hit them like a small car, but that's not fun, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm not like this kind of romantic guy. No, I'm like boom, 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 chakalaka, you know what I'm saying? I wanna go full into the action, dude. I'm not like this small, like this slow enjoyer. I like to rock and roll, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be ready for me, guys. If they are not ready for me, it's gonna be hard for them to walk 3 days long after this, after we are done what we are doing, you know what I'm saying? It's a tournament? No, it's like a fun game between Smokey and Irby. Between Smokey and Maru. I mean, but some guys are like more in. Oh, the fire drake's on the field. Now we gotta see the fire drake in action for the first time on this patch 8.5. I've never seen them before, but you see the dark range that are hurting him a lot. The one good thing about the fire drake is he gets, because of his splash damage, right? Because of the chance that he has the chance to hit multiple units at the same time, he gets to level 5 in no time. Like legit, he can be level 5 in like 3 seconds. And then he has Inferno, which can deal a lot of damage. The pikes are hurting him, but he's also hurting them. They have no heavy armor, that's why. Level 3 unlocked just like that. But you see Angmar layout, like Langmar is everywhere. Take a look into the minimap. So the goblin player has like 2 tunnels hiding around this side, but that's all about it. Angmar has literally full map control, has 850 command points in total. And the Shade of Wolf has been special summoned. Who let the wolves out? Boom. Ho, ho, ho. Grandma, why you have so many, so big legs? So I can hit you like a truck. Grandma. Oh no. And the wolf is gonna lead the Angmar to victory, boys.